My name is Derek. Night shift. At this hospital, I'm the only one who talks to the death. 3 weeks ago, they brought in a body from the psych ward. No name, no family, just a number, 49. The tag on his toe was already faded. His arms were covered in deep, ancient scars, like he'd spent years trying to dig something out of himself. His file was stamped in bold red. Full biohazard protection required. Do not open thoracic or abdominal cavity. Potential biological activity. Most people would roll their eyes at that. I've been doing this job long enough to feel when something's wrong. I slid him into isolation unit B, locked it, tried to forget. But that night, at exactly 2:37 a.m., something changed in the morgue. The air turned thick. The smell of metal and warm rotting meat filled the room. It wasn't just decomposition. It smelled alive. I checked all the coolers, all sealed, except isolation B. Moisture was leaking from the door. Thick, sticky droplets. They weren't clear. I opened it, and my breath caught in my throat. His abdomen was moving. Not gas, not bloating. It was rhythmic, focused, like something inside was pressing against the flesh, trying to get out. I leaned closer, too closer, and I heard it. Click, click, click. Like teeth, wet teeth, clicking through meat. I slammed it shut, but it was too late. I had looked. The next day, I asked Dr. Kapoor about the body. He didn't answer at first. Then he said, "They're not dead, not all the way. We found parasites, new species maybe. They dig deep, survive post-mortem. We were studying them. That's why the warnings were there." "Parasites?" I asked. "Still active?" He nodded. "They burrow further after that. That's why are they alive. Just don't open it." But I had opened him, and I had looked, and now I feel them. First night, there was a tingling in my neck. Second night, an itch deep inside my ear. Third night, I stopped scratching because it was moving. Fourth night, I took a scalpel, made a small incision on my arm, and watched something white and thin slither out from under my skin. It paused for a moment, as if it saw me. Then it slid back in. They're watching, listening, living in me. Cadaver 49? He wasn't just a body. He was a host. And now, I'm not just a morgue tech anymore. I'm a graveyard of my own flesh. My name is Evan. Last week, I started a new job as a morgue assistant. Night shift. The pay was decent, and I needed something quiet. You don't realize how much you crave silence until you are surrounded by it. The morgue was in the hospital basement. No windows, no cell service, just humming freezers and flickering fluorescents. My supervisor then showed me the ropes, then left around 10 p.m. First nights are always weird, he said. You'll get used to the cracks. He didn't mention the whispers. Around 2:45 a.m., I was in the record room going over intake logs when I heard something fall. A heavy thud. I froze. It came from the cold chamber. I grabbed my keys and walked over, every step echoing like it didn't belong to me. Drawer 12 was open, wide open. I hadn't touched it. No one had. Inside was a body, female, early 20s, tag red, Brooks Emily. But something was wrong. Her eyes, they were open. I checked the log. She had been dead 2 days. Cardiac arrest. No trauma. I leaned closer. Her pupils were dilated, focused, looking at me. I slammed the drawer shut, locked it, backed away. 5 minutes later, every light in the room flickered once, then held steady. I told myself I imagined it. Stress, knee job, late hour. But then, the intercom, long broken bent over, crackled on. And I heard a woman's voice, whispering one word on repeat. Evan. I ripped the cord out of the wall. The whispering continued for another 10 seconds, and then it stopped. I didn't sleep, just watched the hallway monitor. Every 10 minutes, the hallway lights dimmed, slightly, rhythmically, like someone was walking, pacing, waiting. I finally built up the nerve to check drawer 12 again. It was closed, locked, just as I left it. But when I looked through the small square window on the cold chamber door, there was a handprint inside the glass. Pressed flat, fingers spread, faint trails sliding downward, and underneath it, written in a smeared condensation, "Let me finish."